Hey guys, Prowl 1701 here. Today we're going to talk about a fix with Sontarans, the edited version that is on the Season 22 box set, which of course is shorter since they had to cut out some of the offending material, let us say. I was happy to go back and rewatch this actually, because I'd only watched it, I watched it back when the box set came out. I had never seen it before. Matter of fact, I didn't even hear about it until people started talking about on the box set they would hope, you know, a fix with Sontarans is on it. And some people would be like, well, they can. Some people were like, well, I hope they find a way. I had no idea what this was. And then I started hearing, well, you can't have it in it because of that person. Most of you know I'm in the States. I'd never even heard of that person. Apparently, I mean, I know now they were a famous person over there for decades. And then I read about what happened with all of that. And I can understand why a fix with Sontarans became problematic, much like Fear Her has recently become problematic. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I still wanted to see it, so I kind of hope they found a way to include it. I had heard, I think, before release, because people had seen the runtime, it had been edited down. I didn't quite know what that meant, but I did watch it when the box set came out and enjoyed it well enough, liked it. Eventually, I did find the original version, because the original version is on YouTube. You can find it. I've seen it. We're not going to be talking about it here. I'm simply mentioning I've seen it. I don't ever have a desire to watch again. I like the edited version. I really like that cliffhanger ending it has. Talking about, just real quick, Fear Her being removed from the iPlayer because they're going to redub some of those lines, because again, that one, because of a certain person who briefly features in it, has become problematic, so they pulled it. I did not deem that video worthy. I'm not going to be doing a video about that, mainly because the episode involved is Fear Her. Does anyone really care? It's Fear Her. Most of you remember I did a video series ranking Modern Who just a few months back. I think it was like a 4-parter or something like that, where I ranked all of Modern Who from worst to best. And there was 150 stories on that list the way I had ordered them. Kill the Moon, of course, was at the bottom. And second from the bottom, the second worst Doctor Who story of all time, was Fear Her. It was even lower than Arachnids in the UK. So, I mean, if I count Fear Her as the second worst modern Doctor Who story, and let's just say the second worst Doctor Who story, period, it's not a big loss for it to be gone. My understanding is they're going to be redubbing those lines with a different actor. It'll be back up. It's not like in the 60s when those episodes are gone for good. People still have it on DVD. People still have it on Blu-ray. The episode's still out there for most people who want to watch it. Not a big deal. And again, it's Fear Her. Who cares? Does anyone really care about Fear Her? Ooh. It has one nice little scene when the Doctor mentions, I was a father once. I like that one little scene right there. Other than that, the rest of the episode's crap. I don't care. And that's all we're going to do addressing Fear Her. If Fear Her suddenly did disappear from the planet and became an actual lost episode, I'd be like, and move on about my day. So, let's get to a fix with Sontarans. First off, I absolutely love how the 6th Doctor and Tegan get along. Is there anyone else who wants to see more 6th Doctor with Tegan? Because I do! I love the 6th Doctor with Tegan, because Tegan has that sass, that no-nonsense, doesn't put up with crap type. And Colin kind of, I mean, the 6th Doctor kind of has that too. He has that very arrogant, overbearing attitude that he has. I love them together. I want to see more of that. That's a show. That was so much fun to watch. I think when he's like, fetch a box, and she's like, fetch a box! And he's just like, then he's like, put it over there, and she's like, I loved that. I loved that. It felt a little odd to me that she was back in her flight attendant outfit, but it was fine. I mean, again, and her hair is so 80s. I love Janet's hair in that. It's so 80s. I love it. So I just love seeing Tegan and 6 interacting. That is fantastic. And I like the fact that, again, this is done basically almost as a children in need thing in the sense that, you know, it gave a child an opportunity to interact with one of his childhood heroes. That's really cool. And I like Gareth in it. I like how he's sitting there working everything, like he knows what's going on. I like his little outfit. I think his grandmother made that outfit for him. I love his little Colin Baker outfit. And I have listened to the commentary as well. I do actually enjoy the commentary as well. I'm trying to remember. He might be I think Gareth grew up to be a firefighter. I forget exactly what it was. It mentions in there, but he does something helping people like that, which was pretty cool. And then it was nice to have the Sontarans come in. They're still too tall Sontarans, much like they are in 2 Doctor. They're too tall. They kind of tower over everybody else, actually, in the scene. But I like them well enough. The fact they were game to do it and everything, that's pretty cool. And when they learn who Gareth is, they're like, Gareth Jenkins? Gareth Jenkins? I like that. And how you learn that in, like, 2001, which is the far-off future of 2001. You know, he's like a freedom fighter that helps repel a Sontaran invasion. I want to see that story. Modern Who needs to do that story. Set it in 2001. Have a Sontaran invasion, kind of low-key, that, you know, Gareth, a grown-up Gareth, actually shows up for. It doesn't have to actually be Gareth, since he would probably be too old now in 2024. But you could have somebody playing it and then actually have the actual Gareth cameo in as another character. That'd be cool. But I actually want to see that 2001 battle now. It'd be nice. Whether or not, of course, you count a Fix with Sontarans as canon, and, you know, that's up to you. But I thought it was fun. I enjoyed it. I liked the fact that Colin was taking it seriously. Janet seemed to be taking it seriously. Like, they weren't just doing a charity show. They looked like they were giving 100% in it. I like that. And I like the new edited ending, which I think is a clever way to do that. When she, you know, Tegan's like, Doctor, look, and you see the Sontaran fleet, and then, of course, you have the new lines with Colin, you know, it's a Sontaran battle fleet, you know, Gareth, the danger or whatever is just beginning. I love that. That's a cool little cliffhanger. It's a nice little special. It's a lot of fun. And I enjoyed the fact a child got to interact with his hero and even kind of have a mini episode with his hero. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It's a fun little watch. I found myself, especially with the bad parts, of course, taken out, and just judging it in the context of what you see in the edited version, it's a fun little watch. I found it enjoyable. It was nice to go back to it, actually. It was a lot of fun. So, A Fix with Sontarans, the edited down version on the Season 22 box set. What do you think of it? What do you think of the 6th Doctor with Tegan? I wonder if there's any Big Finish adventures. I swear there's like a sequel to this story where they actually have an adventure or two together. I think. I could be wrong, but I think. What do you think about that? Comment down below and let's talk about it. Don't forget to click the like button and the subscribe button. All that other fun stuff down in the description of the video. Links to the Patreon. Links to the P.O. Box. Links to the P.O. Box? The P.O. Box itself is down there. Links to the Amazon wish list, links to the Amazon UK wish list. If there's anything you'd like to send me to look at and review, would love to get that Season 1 Steelbook if anybody wants to send it. That would be a fun review to do. And I want to give a shout out to Colin Coney, one of my top tier patrons. I appreciate his support, as I do the support of all of my patrons and my YouTube members. Most importantly, thank you for watching.